in Croom today. We're gonna go do some trail riding, exploring. I don't always get out. I'm not always able to get out and do this. Most of what I do is just recovery stuff, but today's Thursday. I'm out with Aaron from 4-Wheel Drive Adventures. I got the buddy Josh back there. We're gonna go explore Croom. All right, well, we just pulled up to our first hole. We're about 2 minutes in. And again, we got Aaron from 4-Wheel Drive Adventure. We got our buddy Josh over here. And we're sizing up this hole. It's pretty dry. Croom is usually pretty dry out here. Yeah.
I've been framed out right here before.
Framed out and that. Yeah, that's that like nasty stuff. You can tell when it's a little bit darker like this that it's kind of muddy. You know, Florida, we got a ton of sand out here, so there's usually a hard bottom to most holes, but you get a darker color mud in there. That's when you get stuck. But we'll push the Jeep through real quick, see what she does. All right, here we go. We'll just creep through. 4 low for me. Oh, yeah, that's nothing. Okay, now we got Josh on 33s. Let's see if he has the clearance for that center rut. Yeah, it's good all day. No problem. All right, so about 200 feet past that mud hole, we got this. Looks pretty good. Like, decent obstacle here. I imagine when it's wet and muddy and raining, be pretty challenging. There's a mud hole right in the middle of the big hill. Gotta disconnect the sway bars.
Never done it before, so I figured it out.
Makes it easy for sure. Lets you flex out. He's got the quick disconnect JKS, and the sway bar just unhooks right here. You pull the pin and it flips around and bolts back up there with the same pin. And then this lets your whole axle articulate really well. Big difference. I'm sitting here complaining about how I don't have quick disconnects and only a rear locker. He's like, I got no lockers and no disconnects and nothing. Sometimes you just gotta bump it. It makes it more entertaining that way. Let's see if he's got it. There is a little mud hole right there in the middle. You don't see too many Nissan Frontiers, especially lifted tires on them. It's not like a Jeep. There's not a lot of aftermarket support for these. Oh yeah. Nice. Nice. Heck yeah, dude. Switching down to 4 low. Automatic, so manual, second gear. Nice. That was good. That was good. Croom is very beginner friendly. A lot of times it's very dry out here compared to like Citrus or Richland. So if you're just starting out or you want to explore a new trail, it's Croom WMA, which is Wildlife Management Area. Just make sure you're aware of which trails are closed and open. Get yourself a map, because the trail, even if it's closed, there's no roadblocks, there's no signs that expect you to know everything. It's my turn. give you an example. I'm doing 10 miles an hour and I'm in 5th gear in 4 low. I was like, I'm not going to switch it back to 4 high because it's just kind of one hole after another out here. But yeah, 10 miles an hour in 5th gear. I'm geared very low in this thing, 538s Yukon gears. What do we got? But yeah. Got another hole. This one's little, but it's dark. Kind of looks muddy. It doesn't take much to slow you down. If there's no bottom to it, at least. But this looks pretty. Yeah. Nothing. All right, well, change of plans. We came down this back line because this is usually one of the wetter trails, but it's pretty dry. We haven't had rain. We're just coming out of like no rain for a while. Summertime in Florida, it rains the most. Wintertime, not so much. So it's very dry out here right now, being that it's beginning of April. You come out here in another month or two, might be a different story. But anyways, we're gonna go over to Citrus. It's about another half an hour down the road from here. So we'll pick this back up when we get there. Well, it actually looks like there's gonna be one more hole, at least on the way out. Did he just get stuck? This actually might be a little obstacle right here. Let's see what we got. That's funny. Wow, I totally forgot. They paved this road. I think it's Trail 13. This used to be a long dirt road, and just like a month or two ago, they freaking paved it, which is crazy. But it's, again, this is Citrus WMA, Wildlife Management Area. And there's a lot of trails and a lot of mud out here. Well, let's jump right back into it. We're gonna go to one of the better obstacles out here in Citrus. I just ate lunch. I had to stop this morning, get me a gas station cheeseburger, a pack of cinnamon wheels, and a whole handful of Slim Jims. So, reloaded, good to go. Let's get it. Ooh, that looks like a nasty hole. I think these guys are trying to get me stuck.
I've been stuck in this one every time I come.
That's what I said. You guys are trying to get me stuck.
But the problem is, well, the good thing about it now is the water's kind of low. So normally there's a shelf, climb up on that passenger wheel to get up and out. But normally I frame out in the middle. But it's been probably a year since I've done it. So I figure if the water's low and we have 40s, we can give it a shot.
Yep, we'll see. All right, he volunteered. Let's hit it. Yeah, the secret here is just ground clearance. You get down in these ruts. The good thing about this area is you're not going to find like giant side-by-sides and buggies out here. Just got to be registered vehicles, trucks. And these trails are a lot wider, unlike Croom back there where we were getting a lot of pinstripes. Oh, he's got it. Yeah, buddy. Oh, nope. He hit that shelf. You might be able to work your way in, just keep plowing it. Who knows? Let's see what it does. No. Looks like that's a pretty good wall right there. I said I'm gonna go it again. Try and get up it.
I'd back up and give it some more meat. I'd back up further.
So back up and plow it. Made it a little farther. Look at all that water rushing back in. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it, maybe. He made it a little bit farther that time, dang. Dude, the water. There it is. You got it. Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. Nice, dude. All right. We got Mr. Four-Wheel Drive Adventure coming up. See what happens. Getting God dang it. Just got eaten by a damn horsefly. There we go. Nice. You got it. You got it. You got it, buddy. Heck yeah, dude. Woo. Dude, the water blew all the way out up there. Now it's running down and filling up this hole. Nobody even drove on this side. That's too funny. All right, my turn. I'm gonna try and do it in two-wheel drive. Two-wheel drive, traction control off. That's the minimum I can do right now. We'll see. There we go. Two-wheel drive for the win. First time getting the new wrap dirty. Stinky. Well, I guess it's only that side. My open diff. Oh, but actually, I did get my locker reinstalled, or not reinstalled, but I got my locker actuator fixed. So no more light on the dash. My rear locker is working. It's not blinking anymore. And yeah, we're good to go. My steering wheel's straight again. We went through this thing, tightened up every freaking nut and bolt on the front end, and there's a lot of stuff loose, and that was just making my steering all wonky. But we got it fixed. Yeah, this is definitely a good hole right here. Let's see who's gonna be first.
It'll be really soft in there. It's not like super deep, but
pretty bad. Yeah, that you can tell the ruts in there for sure.
35. If not, you might frame out. But it's been a while since I've been in this because I know it's deep. I normally don't go on this side. But
yeah, well, I'll get in it.
you think probably right here for me? Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Pack it down.
Start here.
All right, I'm gonna go through the middle right here first. Let's see how bad it is. That's definitely the deepest one of the day so far. It's a little soft in there. You,
don't know if I'll even do it, to be honest.
yeah,
It's not that
it's a little soft, man, for sure. It'll get a little
it's
squishy.
so low, and that's going to be all mud water right on it.
Right on the alternator, yeah.
These you can't buy at like AutoZone.
Mm-hmm.
You can only get OEM Nissan alternators for like $650.
You're saying it's right, it hangs low,
Right behind the wheel.
right behind the passenger tire.
Like this high.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's right up in there. Yeah, it's get into that deep stuff. If it's super muddy, that's not good. If it's oh, this is the hole that got you last time.
They're high, right? They're high up
Yeah,
there.
about mid engine on these things.
I don't know. I feel like you packed it down pretty well.
Maybe.
If you didn't run it out.
All right, so he said he's gonna do it. We went ahead and hooked up the rope. I went ahead and hooked up my hitch shackle. So if he does get stuck, I'm gonna jump around here, and my goal is less than a minute and get him out of it. Good size drop off. It is a little squishy in there. Gas it. Oh no. Back it up. I think he's high centered. Yeah, all right, well, time to shine. Right in place. It's not up to his door jams though, so he's good. As long as your carpets aren't getting flooded, you only got a couple seconds before you start taking on water. Good. Too easy, less than a minute. There you go. Hey, your rope didn't even get muddy. How about that? Yeah, as soon as it got in, it just sunk. Doom. But good thing is, it wasn't up to your carpets. Unless it starts coming in your drain plug. I've seen that happen before. It starts coming in underneath the carpet. So I've seen this hole in a lot of videos over the years. And the first time I was here, I got to see it. But this is usually like a lake or pond right here. It's just a massive hole, but it's super dry right now. That right side is really deep. The left side is kind of deep, but it's a closed trail. So they do have a sign up. It's kind of a weathered sign, but if you get caught over there playing around, they'll slap you with a ticket. So you gotta know your maps, know your area. All right, well, we've been running a couple miles north into the next big obstacle. It's like an off-camber area. But I wanted to take a second to give a shout out to Bullet Point Mounting Solutions for hooking up the new Rhino Gladiator. As you can tell, we got phone mounts, GoPro mounts, mic mounts, even additional, oh yeah, he's got my mic. I thought I lost it. An additional mic mount, and even another phone mount, and I have a whole switch panel that's going in right here. So yeah, Bullet Point Mounting Solutions. They make all types of mounts for all types of vehicles. Exactly why you want sway bars disconnected. Articulate, flex out those front axles. Unfortunately, Aaron's alternator started throwing a battery light, so he had to jam out and get home. He's had that problem before. It's a nasty little hole right here. Let's check this out. It doesn't look deep at all. It just looks kind of tacky. But we're gonna start heading back. We got an hour and a half drive back down towards Tampa, and I gotta do TikTok live. So if you guys have TikTok on Thursdays, Thursday afternoons, maybe evening, I'm gonna start running TikTok live as often as I can. Maybe not every Thursday, but most. So yeah, jump on the Rhino page, follow us on TikTok, and we're gonna be running like promos and discounts on certain Rhino products for a couple hours at a time. If you made it this far, we definitely appreciate you watching. Go follow Aaron's page at 4 Wheel Drive Adventure. I'll post the screenshot there. And yeah, he's a good dude. He's out here all the time roaming these areas. But we're gonna hit one last obstacle, call it a day.